Yo, what's happening? I want to share this with you. So this is what I wrote down this morning. It's cool because I never really write this. I usually like write intentions and things that I appreciate, but this is what came up today, and it was really cool that I did this. And so I want to share this with you. So this is what I wrote this morning. What does my heart desire? My heart desires that I love and accept myself fully. My heart desires that I connect with myself and others with love. My heart desires that I allow myself to be guided by love. My heart desires that I serve the world with the love and the joy that I am. My heart desires that I express myself, that I express love in a way that feels the most natural to me. My heart desires to be free and to flow with passion and excitement. My heart desires that I see myself in all my glory and the glory of God. My heart desires that I see myself worthy. My heart desires that I connect with people from a place of love. And that's really big. That's been really big for me, and really just tapping into that heart space, because I want to say over the last week, really been up here a lot. And I had a wonderful conversation with my coach yesterday, and she was making a distinction with me. She asked me what did I think judgment was, and I told her what I thought judgment was, and she was like, I would like to add this on to it. And she said, what I see judgment as is, judgment is really any thought. And our mind is a judgment machine. It categorizes things and it puts things in places and things like that. And maybe so for the last week, not the last week, but I just had some times during the day and during the last week that I was really caught up in the judgment of the mind, and I thought it was true, and I was judging myself. And after this conversation that I not only had with my coach, but also had with my soulmate, it helped me really realize that some of these judgments that I was having about myself and the world, I was allowing them to play out, and I thought they were truth. And there is no truth. We recreate the truth for ourselves. And so I'm glad this came to me, because it all just this is what it comes down to. And we can talk about this, like we can exhaust this topic, but it's only love or fear. It's only love or judgment. And that's what we're going to dive into today. Yo, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time tuning in, I'm Dave Shine, yours truly, and this channel is all about upliftment. It's about inspiration, and it's really about, I like to say, helping the kids come home. And as I dive into this more, and as I tap into more of this place of home, this place of love, this place of the heart, I see it more clearly, and I get more excited about it, and I love to share it more. So it's really just coming home to who we really are, coming home to the love that we are. And today I'm really just going to be talking about the conversations I've had over the last couple of days, and like what my realizations have been, and like where the place that I have been, and like how I'm transcending and moving into a new place. And so that's what we're about to talk about. And so to go deeper into the point that I made earlier about like the judgments and things like that. So any thought is a judgment. Like I said, our mind is a judgment machine that categorizes things. And so we have some judgments that are beneficial, and we have some judgments that are not beneficial. And what's very powerful is to notice that it's all judgment, and it's just that's just what it is. It's just our mind categorizing things. So like, let's say you walk into a place, and somebody's like, wow, you have some really nice shoes. I like your shoes. Those are really cool. That's a judgment. That's a beneficial judgment. And on the other side, you can walk into a room and say, oh, I don't like your shoes. Those are ugly shoes. You shouldn't wear those in here again. That's a non-beneficial judgment. And this is what's always going on in our mind as well. This is always going on in our life. And the cool thing is to realize, and what I realized yesterday is like this place of separation, because a lot of times we judge ourselves a lot. And it's like in those moments of judgment, like separating, it's like, wow, these judgments are not true about me, because who you really are, the kid that is coming home, who you really are is just being of love and light. You're God, basically. You are God. You know what I mean? You are a worthy being of love and light. You take up time and space in this place, and that means a lot. You are worthy. You are good, and you have life force flowing through you. And all these judgments are just categorizations, because they're just based on your past and what you're doing. And it's funny because they're all just conceptual thoughts. They're just thoughts of what you should be doing, and if you're not doing those, you're less than good. And this is all just life. This is all just what I've experienced recently. And the biggest thing is really just like that separation point, is to always remember that you are not the thoughts, well, the judgments that you have about yourself. I don't care how many times you have them. I don't care how many times you solidify them by the actions that you take. I don't care how many times it happens. The judgments that you have about yourself are not the true you. They can never be who you really are. I've said this a lot of times recently in my videos, but the map is not the terrain. If you show me a blueprint of this apartment, the blueprint will never be the apartment. Just like the judgments that you have about yourself, the judgments will never be who you really are. Because who you really are is, yet again, this being of love and light. This being of just pure love, this being of life. We don't have to say love and light. We can just say you're a being of life, and life is worthy. Life is inherently good. Life is inherently blessed. You are inherently blessed. You woke up this morning. You are very intelligent. You have trillions of cells that are flowing through you right now that are keeping you alive because of your worthiness, because of something you have to do. And I'm speaking to myself right now because I'm remembering this as I make these videos. It's like, this is what I need to remember. And as we remember this continually, we'll see that we don't even need to seek the validation of our thoughts, let alone others outside of us. Because we're already validated. We're already worthy. What is your heart desire? And I feel like this might be this. I feel like this is maybe in alignment with all of us. What is our heart desire? Our heart desire is that we love and accept ourselves fully, no matter what actions that we take. Our heart desire is that we see ourselves in our own glory, in God's glory. And we see ourselves in the love of in the eyes of love. And this is a practice. This is a way of being. My heart desires that I express love in a way that feels most natural to me. My heart desires that I allow myself to be guided by love. Not by the judgment, but guided by love. What is your soul calling you to do? And what is your mind telling you that you're obligated to do? What do you think you should do, and what is this heart pulling you to do? That's the only question that we have. That's the only question to really just tap into. Love, fear. Love, judgment. Some judgments are beneficial, some judgments are not. Being the observer of these judgments is where this real compassion will come in. And compassion, I'm glad I said that, because that's what this really is a practice of as well. Having more compassion for yourself. Me, personally, having more compassion for myself. I'll talk about these things on a weekly basis, but it's still, you know what I mean, remembering that, damn, life is working out for me. Life is flowing through me. That means something. I'm worthy. These thoughts are just thoughts that will always come and go. But this existence, this awareness that sees these thoughts will never come and go. And that's always worthy. And it can never be tainted. It can never be tainted. Ever. Never be affected. It's love. It's life. Let's go. That's what I wanted to share today. Hope this resonated with you. Hope this feels good for you. Right now, you're good. Right now, you're worthy. Right now, you're blessed. Thank you for allowing me to share this with you. If this resonated with you, thumbs up, leave a comment below. You know what to do. And if you have not already subscribed, consider subscribing to the channel, because we're going to have more videos like this. Remembering that we are the love. We are life. We are life. A lot of things are working out for us. You're here right now. You made it here right now. That's really good. That's amazing. That's amazing. Much love. I'll speak to you very soon. Peace out.